Welcome to part 11 of River City Girls, and in this episode we start the last level of the game, Sanwakai Tower. And not only that, we have a goat eye mission to take care of. There are these 5 Yakuza snitches that happen to be in the area. We're gonna have to kill every last one of them. Thing is, the Yakuza snitches can show up at any time, any place, anywhere, due to the game's system of spawning enemies if you loiter too much. On that note, I might want to mention that I don't have any more items after the battle with Noise. I only have one, well, I used to have one thing of aspirin left. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. At least for the most part, I will at least beat a majority of this tower before we actually get the means to get to the final boss. Because I want to show off the final boss, all the statues, and the true final boss at the end of the game, as well as Kunio and Riki's playthrough, or not playthrough, but rather gameplay, show them what they're all about. But quite frankly, this is what we're going after. Yakuza men, Yakuza women, and that is basically the gist of this. And if I actually befriend one of the snitches, that counts as them being defeated. However, it's really hard to befriend the snitches. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if you can. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure that you're able to befriend One-Hit Tommy from the bathrooms over at Oceanside Heights. But whatever the case, the Yakuza should be done by now, and I think they are, yes. I took care of the Yakuza, and now we can move on to the next one, which just so happens to be in the casino area. There's another Yakuza snitch here. Now, there's something else here that you need to pay attention to. C4. Now, remember this place. There will be a time later on in the stage that you're gonna have to come back and get the C4 from down here. Why would high school girls get C4? I have no clue. Well, actually it has a lot to do with the boss, but still, girls as dangerous as Kyoko and Misako should not be handling C4 at all. That's just absolute insanity. So next up, we're going into the next area that happens to have a Sabu statue. But first we have to get out of the casino area first. Alright, now we're in the area that has a Sabu statue. And I didn't get it because I didn't think about it at the time. So, also I owe you guys an explanation. But before that, remember, if you want to get the Sabu statue, you're going to have to use the garbage can to jump up and kick it. I'll show that off in the finale when I have all the statues shown. But here is the thing that I want to explain. The reason why it took me so long to upload this part. A something went wrong error happened on not just my Xbox One, which prevented me from accessing a cleaner version of this clip with actual voice recording on it, but also it hit Windows, which by the way prevented me from using Windows Movie Maker. This is why I hate it whenever time Microsoft puts an update, something bad always happens and they don't freaking care. Seriously, they need to do something about that. Thankfully, I got whatever I could salvage off before that happened, which is why I'm using Camtasia to record the last 3 parts, like last part, this part, and the finale. So that'll be taken care of, and at least I'll be able to focus more on Phoenix Wright, and also there's another thing that happened. Remember how I wanted to do the Mega Man Zero ZX collection for February? That's not going to be released until near the end of the month. Thwarting my plans, aren't you, Capcom? Yeah, everything's thwarting my plans between Microsoft and Capcom. That's some bullshit. So, next up, we're going to be going into this room. And the only thing that's in this room on New Game Plus is a cat. That's it. Now, if you really want to get that special item that will allow you to have infinite specials, by all means, but if you save about $10,000, you pretty much won the game. Plain and simple. Because you can buy one of 2 items from the secret shop. I will show that off a little bit later on in this part. So on that note, I just need to clean house here in this room, and there's not that many enemies here. And if you're asking, why don't you play on hard, RV man? Only thing the enemies do is do damage. It doesn't control their spawn points. Everybody, even noise, does more damage there. So there's that. Now then, on to the next room, which is a laser trap room, which is an homage to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles' Technodrome. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Technodrome is the final level of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it had lasers. Jesus Christ, now that I stop and think about it, I also played a game that gave an homage to the Technodrome, and that was Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And now that I stop and think about it, I, honest to God, had very bad quality back then. Well, at least I've gotten a lot better now. There is that. But seriously, the fact that, well, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World actually had the Technodrome, that's really long ago. I mean, now that I stop and think about it, that's about 2012, now that I think about it. Or was it 2013? It doesn't matter at this point. But point is, we just need to beat up all the enemies here and beware of the lasers, because the lasers do really, really high damage. Even if you're almost at max level, it still hurts. And God forbid if you get hit on hard. That's something you need to actually beware of. Also, here in this room, you can actually spawn a Yakuza Snitch. In fact, you can spawn a Yakuza Snitch just about anywhere in this tower. If you hang around long enough, you'll find one eventually. But yeah, you only need to take down 5, and I've so far taken down 2. Well, scratch that, I was about to say I took down 2, but instead, we found one more. She just so happens to be on the way to the garden area, and all you have to do is just beat this snitch up, and also the Terminator-looking robot, and we'll be just fine. I mean, I'm hoping and begging and praying that they happen to have some more food. Because, yeah, so far so good. I'm almost cleared out most of the game without dying. Knock on wood, but still, I just wanted to survive because I am getting my ass beat in most of these areas, and you probably could see. I'm not really going to lie to you, I did play terribly in the last 3 videos because of the fact that I was trying to get this done. And now, speaking of getting things done, another C4 with another Yakuza switch. Another Yakuza snitch will be on the way, basically. It's in the safe. And also, not just that, there's a Sabu statue here, and that's the final Sabu statue in the game to find. Again, I'm going to review all of that in the finale. But once we take care of the Sabu statue, or the snitch here, we only got maybe one more left to find. And we're doing good, we're making progress, we're surviving, so things are going to be just fine. All we need to do is just get to the end of the game without dying. Well, I am gonna have to actually take screenshots of just about all the statues I found and didn't find. So, we're just gonna have to get past all the enemies here. Now that we've managed to get, well, I would say get past, but I think I'm still fighting. Yeah, I'm still fighting. It's like he hasn't recorded this before. But no, on a serious note, folks, I'm just trying to get some sort of semblance of recording done, so that way I'll be able to at least have this part up. I'm not trying to half-ass it here, it's just the fact that things just went awry at the worst possible time. Seriously, something went wrong, error affected my console. That is bullshit. And I'm pretty sure people have not heard of that error. That means that you don't have access to certain things, and it's a very common error for everybody who has an Xbox. And before you said I should have got this on PS4, guess what? Up until recently, I didn't have a hard drive, number one. Number two, PS4 is the worst version of River City Girls. At least the Xbox One does not glitch. PS4 and Switch, oh my god, yes they do. And now we get in the high ledge area, and all we need to do is just get across the high ledge and not die. You fall on the high ledge, well, you're dead. Plain and simple. Well, actually, more than once if you fall in there, you're dead. Sometimes one time only. But in the lab, once you're in the lab, guess what? There is a C4. Don't forget to get that C4, because we're about to come to the part where we will have to go hunting for C4. And yeah, it's going to be needed too. And now we're also going to have to worry about one other thing, aside from the C4, the electrified floors. You gotta be careful of those too, because the electrified floors will hurt you. And now we need to find the last snitch. The last snitch is easy to find. It's going to be in the weapons area. Now, all we need to do is just pick a weapon, doesn't matter which one, beat up the snitch. That's it. I mean, I may look like I'm off sync, but unfortunately I'm not. So on that note, we just need to deliver the biggest amount of whoop-ass we could possibly get, kill the snitch, and once we do, that'll be the last Godai mission we will ever have to do for the rest of the game. It's all about, like, attention to detail. Well, sometimes. I mean, you gotta recruit at least one of every enemy in the game. You gotta you gotta break every statue, get everybody up to level 12, shop at all the shops, and more importantly, you gotta at least beat the final boss once. So on that note, speaking of which, let's talk to the Yakuza guy.
Hold it! You're not allowed up here.
We need to get inside that penthouse.
Nobody gets inside except...
Please don't ask us to guess your dog's name. Or buy you a golden cat.
What? No, I was gonna say no one gets inside except the boss. And it's my job to keep hooligans like you from entering.
Hooligans? Yeesh, that's judgy. Yeah, especially coming from a Yakuza henchman holding an Uzi.
This is my job.
Not a very good one. Enough chit-chat. Open those doors before I open your skull.
Not gonna happen, baby.
Baby?
Those doors are reinforced tungsten titanium alloy. To get through there, you'd need like 4 explosive charges. Not 3, not 5, but 4 charges. Yeah, that'd be just enough to blow them open.
Hey, wait. Weren't there explosive charges next to the door we just came in? Yeah, huh? Will those work, Mr. Criminal Guy?
Oh, me and my big mouth.
Had that guy been working for Majima, yeah, he'd probably be dead by now. But yes, we're gonna have to go and find 4 C4, and it's easy to actually find because you've already passed them up. Thing is, when you do, there's gonna be 2 rooms that's gonna force you into encounters. The first one's easy. All you have to do is pick up the C4 and get the hell out. It's the rooms after you find the C4 that's the problem. Well, the safe, that's actually harmless. I'm talking about the lab, which by the way, the lab is full of zombies now. which those things used to not be there. And also there's a random encounter in the casino area as well, so bear that in mind. Folks, I have to tell you, we are really edging close to the end of the game. We have to find all 4 of those C4s just to blow open the door to face off against the boss. Let me assure you one thing, giving Kyoko and Masako C4 is a bad idea. Giving them any sort of weapons is a bad idea, considering it's been confirmed that these crazy bitches actually steal hoops and more along the lines of bully people and break people's faces. Yep, I shouldn't call them crazy bitches, but that's what they are. But nonetheless, I've already showed you what the C4s are. We're just practically finding them right now, and I just can use this time to just explain basically what's going to be happening in the next episode. I'm going to try to wrap things up a little bit. Hopefully the commentary doesn't go too bad. I mean, I did not expect things to happen like this. It's as if something was telling me not to do this game. Something like Super Mario Bros. 3. I'm pretty sure everybody remembers what happened in Super Mario Bros. 3 when I was on the 3rd world about to beat Wendy. My Super Nintendo crashes and I'm not even able to play All-Stars for quite a while. And then when I tried to record the game on the emulator, that kept crashing too. And it forced me to have to go back multiple times, even though I save stated. So yeah, it's things like that that really irritates me the most. And I gotta say, this is something that is a problem with me. It's not like it's my fault. It's as if somebody's telling me, hey RV man, don't play that game. Watch, the moment I end up playing something very obscure or something very, well, popular, nothing bad happens to my console. But if I try to play something current or something that everybody likes, boom, problems. It always happens, it always does. But nonetheless, we have found most of the C4. I think we found all of them. All we need to do is find my way out to the top. Oh wait, hold on. I think I died around this part. But if I did, I just lost a good number of change instead of losing half of my change, which normally happens in River City Ransom. At least River City Girls is lenient. If you do die multiple times, they cut the amount that you lose by a half. So it's reduced, like, instead of losing a half, the second time you lose like a quarter, and then a third, and so far and so forth until you barely lose anything. So long as you don't have any money. If you do, it'll still dock you some. But I didn't have about 5,000 on my person, so I'm not worried about it. All I need to basically do is just get these C4s, and we're just going to actually leave the building. Yes, we're not going to actually go and get the final boss. Not just yet. There's certain things that I need to do before I call it apart. And that is something that needs to be done. But, for the most part, I just need to fight my way out of this place. God forbid I just recently died, but I just need to fight my way out of this place with a full stack of health and head on out to the exit and actually restock. Because after all, not only am I going to be showing off one boss from a different playthrough, but another boss from this playthrough. Hopefully, things actually work out where I can actually share the video off of Xbox One so that I'll be able to have the finale done earlier and at a scheduled time. But this error just kicks me right in the behind. Even worse, now that I stop and think about it, Phoenix Wright is also there too. So that's another problem. And now we're gonna have to do some cleanup. On the way there, I might as well just say, I'll try my best to actually get Phoenix Wright done this part. And like I said, if all else fails, I have the damn Dreamcast, not the Dreamcast, I meant the Nintendo DS. So on that note, I'll be, like I said, heading out, getting myself some food, and more importantly, getting myself prepared for the final boss.
Sweet.
Yeah, this also means I'm gonna have to use the DS to actually work my way all the way up till the end of Case 2, which ironically I think I do have it at the end of Case 2, just in case something stupid like the something went wrong error happens. And now that I stop and think about it, I didn't expect to actually do the HD version. But if it comes down to it, you have been warned. If you're slow down, there's jank, and the screen is got smaller, and plus there's bad compression, you know that it's actually the DS version. Because something happened where I won't be able to, like, transfer things. But here's the thing. We are actually heading over to the area where we need to... No, we actually did head over to the area. And I'm pretty sure I showed off the secret area. And if I didn't, I'm an idiot. But me rambling on, you probably saw the secret area. All you had to do is stand by the brick wall, and there's a door there. That door contained two items. One that's 5,000, that gives you temporary health, and the other one, well, not temporary health, I meant slow speed but high strength, and the other one gives you high speed. If you have 10,000, by God, you've pretty much destroyed this whole entire game, and that's the reason why. Also, there was a cat near the beginning of Crosstown in the second area that I missed, and, well, I ended up going back to get that cat. That's another thing of cleanup I had to do. Well, I'm not getting all the cats because not all of them I found. There's like probably 3 I have not found, and I'm not worried about that because it's not part of 100%. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to say this. Next part is going to be the finale. And on that note, we're going to have to prepare ourselves for not just 1, but 2 boss battles. This is RVman985. Peace out.